And good morning, folks. It's your old pal, Uncle Al. It's early. Kind of tired. This one is a prepping video, Prepping 101. First thing, we gotta get things taken care of. And a lot of you guys don't understand what's going on. Well, we're in the middle of a communist insurgency. The media corrupted. Mainstream and social media are corrupted. The churches are corrupted. Let's see, schools are corrupted. I just watched a PBS episode over FaceTime with my grandnephews, and they said, something's wrong with Arthur, Uncle Al. These are 8 to 9-year-old kids. And they told me, well, I'll go check it out. And I find out Arthur was supporting BLM, Black Lives Matter. I'm like, it's a kid's educational cartoon. Why are they talking serious politics? And I'm looking at it, I'm like, whoever wrote this and whoever wrote this episode should be tossed in jail. This is pure propaganda. Okay? Now, this is 9 by 18. It's a little bit smaller and a little bit fatter than a regular 9mm. You can't use this in a 9mm, and you can't use the 9mm in the other guns. It's too powerful. It's power rating's a little bit below a full-size 9mm, but a little bit higher than a 9mm short or 380. Okay, this is a full jacketed. I do have hollow points. Now, a lot of people, look at that, don't understand what's the difference. Well, 9mm and 38 and 357 has this diameter. Okay, that's a 38 special slug. All right, that's a wad cutter compared to this one. Okay, if you notice, this one is fatter than this one. Power rating, this is about equal to this. All right, a wad cutter load. And a lot of people don't understand that the Makarov round is a very popular round in the rest of the world. 41 countries use it. The only problem is it's a little bit underpowered than a regular 9mm. And a lot of people don't understand that. So this is fun. This is going to be a long video. For over last, I forgot, 30 years on my birthday, November 14th, I buy 2 boxes of ammo of 9 by 18 right here. Every year, 2 boxes. Okay. Every year I buy 2 boxes of ammos for the last 30 years. I think I got some Chinese ones. Have you ever noticed that? Yeah, over the years I got Russian, Chinese, Azerbaijani, Turkish, all 9 by 18, which is kind of funny, so I'm pretty happy with it. What I really did this month was I got a couple of friends and we talked, and you know, no money was exchanged and anything, and Uncle Alan got the pistol. Now he's holding it for me because I'm afraid you know, Yabo guys of California might come to my house again and flip it. Where are the guns, Uncle Alan? And I'm looking at, what guns? Okay, I don't have any guns. There's no guns here. No, they're at my friend's house. And they can't arrest me for having parts and stuff. Now, there's nothing against the law to have ammunition because I collect, and I collect these things, and it's not against the law to have this. So anyway, I also collect magazines, and I write it down in my notebooks, and they asked me last time, why do you collect this? I said, well, I like the form and function. I study function. And they look at my notebooks and pictures and my journals, and they said, oh, you're a collector. And I said, yes. And so, you know, they leave me alone. because I don't have a weapon to put it in. So what they're going to do, saying I got a magazine, some bullets, and a notebook saying where they come from, bullet weights and everything. I don't think that'll hold up in a superior court case. I think the officers and the department's going to look at a really nice lawsuit and they might go you know where. Okay, now back to the main topic. 10 reasons, okay, why you won't survive this winter from September 2020 to March 2021. Keep it very simple, and it's not fear porn, it's the truth. Okay? And Uncle Alan isn't hawking a flashlight. You see all the other preppers? They're running low on funds. So what they do? They hawk flashlights. Or some kind of sparky rod. Or something like that. Or current events. Uncle Alan doesn't do this. Uncle Alan doesn't sell things. Uncle Alan doesn't buy Batman and Boondock stuff. I'm just a simple old guy, you know. Stupid and poor with IQ over 200. I'm either a super genius or a complete idiot. So, anyway, 10 reasons why you won't survive this winter. Number 1, a lot of you guys are fat, overweight, out of shape. Your physical health. Okay? Now, Uncle Alan has a lot of body damage, and I haven't been to therapy, and I haven't been to the doctor's office. I made an appointment this month, thank God, for my lung specialist because Uncle Alan's working with 1.5 lungs. And a lot of people, like I told Elizabeth, the Common Sense with Elizabeth, are you doing breathing exercises? Now, she has the same problem as I do. I can't breathe through my nose. Okay? And my sinuses. So they got me on a strict routine. I use a neti pot or saline solution with a bulb syringe and clean out my passages up here. Now, why a bulb syringe, a lot of people ask? Well, this is all connected. Bulb syringe forces or drains certain matters from certain parts of the body. Ear, nose, eyes, throat, bullet hole wounds. You know, you just can't, we'll get a Q-tip and swab it out. No, it doesn't work like that. Okay? So, Elizabeth, you have to do the 10 breathing exercises. All right? And you have to go through a physical therapist. I tell this to people with lung conditions. I don't know. I never did stuff like that. And I kind of look at people like, what's your IQ level? 94, Uncle Alan. Okay, normal people, it's 98. And if you're 94 or lower, you're supposed to wear a white helmet. Okay? Do the breathing exercise. Again, with the slow people in the back of the classroom, if you have trouble breathing through the paper mask or the cloth mask, stop using it. Those are only temporary solution. If you have to wear for a longer period of time, wear a paint respirator or a half mask and get the proper filters. Change it out every 4 hours. Let it dry because the problem with these things, moisture from your breath. Take a breathing break. Simple as pie. Not rocket science. Not, it's against the Bible. It's against my body. Okay, a lot of those places where I hear people say this, it's not from Google. It's not from a medical text. It's not from a proven journal, medical journal, or stuff. I have stuff that people, it's from this university. Okay, I don't care if it's University of Boonga Boonga with a bone through his nose. No, I'm in Canada. I mean University of Boonga Boonga. Okay? No, it has to be a proven and not a theory, not paperwork. Yes, you have problems if you misuse a mask. All right? You have to have proper training. 80% of an American don't have proper training. Also, they don't diet or exercise. And 85% also, about so at 60-40% overweight. Okay, this gets unwild. So a lot of physical health. And this is going to hit a lot of elderly people. If you're not losing weight right now, like Uncle Alan's doing, I'm losing weight. I'm tipping between 200. My goal is about 160 pounds. I got 40 pounds to go. It's really hard because I enjoy fast food. Also strippers and some porn stars. But that's another matter and another video. Okay, number 2. What's going to kill you in this winter? Medical procedures. Now, I had to call off a certain medical procedure because Uncle Alan doesn't want to be infected with the red dragon, you know what I'm talking about. And, eye surgery, and like, oh, the surgery was successful, but he died from the red dragon or other infections. Hell no. Okay, if you're doing a complicated medical procedure, you're not going to get it, and then you die. All right. Number 3, sanitation. Sanitation will kill a lot of people this winter if we have garbage strikes or if something goes wrong with the sewer systems. Or like New York, when you see tons of garbage piled up and you see goo coming out of your toilet of your New York apartment. Okay, sanitation will kill a lot of people. Be smart, wash your hands. Okay, keep clean, stay away from people. All right, make alternative plans to dispose of waste. Okay, and far away from your home. A lot of people don't understand this. A lot of people will be sick from this. So sanitation, that covers what? You, your foodstuffs, and your surroundings. Okay, plain, simple truth. Not fear porn, truth. That was number 3. Number 4. Okay, and then let me pull this up. You want to check these people out. Okay. Now, I really love Corsair's trainer. He shoots to the point. Kind of overdoes it, but I like Corsair. I like Steve. He gets to the point and he's talking what? Go check out his latest video. It's really good. Okay, you want community intelligence. Community intel. Find out your area. Find out your neighbors. Find out, get out of the car, walk around, see what's going on, what resources they have. If they don't have a fruit tree, buy them a fruit tree. If they don't have a nut tree, buy them a nut tree. Okay? Do your intel. If there's junkies down the street, mark that house and know and figure out who owns the house and prepare to sue them. Okay? You want to know within a 2-mile area of what's going on. Who's your neighbor? Who's going to church? Who's teaching what? Who's a communist sympathizer? Who's a communist insurgent? Who's a communist collaborator? You want to learn all that stuff. So please check out all these people. And tomorrow, Gil Patton of Patton's Family Compound, Camp Patton's Family Compound, will be doing food buckets. I'm not going to lift that thing. It's too heavy and I'm tired and old. I've been up since 4:30. Okay? So check out these people. All right. And we're still praying for Lee and all the fine people of North and South Carolina. I can't tell what's going to happen because you're not supposed to know. And it's really bad. So anyway, community intelligence, right? Number 5, this will kill a lot of people because a lot of people are Zimbabwe preppers. It's the first time they store food. It's the first time they have a garden. It's the first time they ever can. It's the first time they ever did anything. And, it's a good try, but good try leads you to a lifespan till 58, then you die horribly. Okay? Food storage. A lot of people do not even have a 3-day, a week supply, 2 weeks, month, or even 3 months of food. Now, right now, because of this, I recommend all people to have at least 3 months of food. I already did that, and I'm going to do another video because I have to repeat myself over and over and over. I'm getting tired, and a lot of you people are still dense as hell. It's not rocket science. You don't have to buy 3 months of MRE. If you do, God bless you, because you're going to have intestinal problems, every problem you can imagine, eating a non-stop diet of MREs. I've seen people that did that, and they were no fit to fight anything or do anything other than going to the hospital. MREs were designed for moderate use, 1 meal a day, maybe 2 if emergency, but you're supposed to have 2 hot meals to counter the effects of that 1 MRE. Or freeze dry. You cannot live on freeze dried alone. I have to be careful. I've been having nosebleeds. Okay. Water storage. A lot of people are doing weird things with water. Oh, I'm filling up milk jugs. I'm going to use a washing. No, milk jugs are biodegradable. They just self-destruct in 30 days. If left in the sunshine and it has water in it, guess what happens to your milk jug? Okay? So stop doing that. Put your water in a either in soda bottles or improved container. Okay? Food safe, regular container. Food bucket would be fine. It could be a water container. It could be a jug. It could be a big IBS unit. Gila and I did a live stream, I think with Dave. We're talking about this. If you don't have a well, and always test your water, because some people have been drinking, yes, mineral-rich cesium and uranium, and I dig a well, and I didn't test the water. I live in New Mexico, and this water is perfectly fine. Didn't they explode an atomic bomb and did a lot of nuclear waste there? Oh, yeah, but, it's not no water. It's not glowing, I don't think. Yeah, drink 40 years of that and find out what kind of tumor is coming out of your butt. Can I filter it? No. Okay, definitely have a water source, water storage. Okay, Uncle Al knows about this because he lives in a bloody desert. Okay, number 7. Again, you want to go see Steve's channel, Corsair Trainers. And he was discussing about self-defense. And sooner or later, the state's like, what was it? I wrote down a note. A little note. The state's going to ban all handguns from civilian use. It doesn't matter if you're a retired cop. It doesn't matter if you're retired military. They're taking all handguns away. That's AB 2847. So write to the governor, that's Governor Newsom, write and mail it to him. If you want, you can throw poo at the state capitol, email him, call every Democratic senator and explain you do not want AB 2847. He's not a dictator, it's a republic. And let's notify him that. Excuse me. So let's notify him. Okay? A lot of Democrats are pushing a lot of anti-gun legislation. Mostly they're targeting everybody else, including the police. They want you to be like Barney Fife. Okay? Meanwhile, the thugs are rioting and doing all sorts of mayhem and chaos. Okay? And a lot of people don't understand. You keep doing this, and the president within 100 days has the right emergency orders, it's executive orders, because it falls under secession. All right? The other word. I won't say it because YouTube probably bleep me off. But anyway, I'm also having trouble with YouTube because some of my answers are getting deleted. So I always write a safe thought police answer or God bless. It's the AI. So if you don't see an answer or I have typed that in, you know why, and a weird answer, cryptic answer, that's the reason why. Sorry about that, LG, because I can't tell you directly what's going on in Texas. Open your eyes and look around. You got a laptop, so find out what's going on, really. Okay. Self-defense. Best thing is a firearm, because a lot of you can't do this. It's like, okay, let's go out there and wrestle Grandma. You're 87. Let's go after that MMA fighter over there. Yeah, the 8-foot, or was it 6'8", 300-pound gorilla? Yeah, you can wrestle him. You're just like, what is it, Joe Rogan? Go after him. And Grandma's on the ground dead. I don't think that's going to work. Okay? You have a whole bunch of self-defense items. Best self-defense item, use your head. Secondly, I told people, there's a lot of things you can harden, put up a fence. You just want to keep the mob, the horde away, diffuse them, drive them away. And a lot of people don't even put a bulletproof door in their house. Okay? Okay, number 8. Number 8 is financial issues. A lot of you are not set up properly. I've been going over this for a year and a half, and I told people last year to get $10,000. Don't spend it, tuck it away for just an emergency. They all looked at me and laughed like hell. Okay, this was for the bank. And also save about anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000 in cash. Again, everybody's laughing like hell at Uncle Alan. And I told them, you have to be careful with financial issues. And they look at me like, well, Uncle Alan, I don't understand income stream. I just throw it in the mattress or put it in the coffee can, buried out in the backyard, or it's in the toilet tank. No. Okay, you got to be financially savvy. And 95% of people, like I told my cousin Robert or Bob, Bob, these people are total idiots. Well, you can't help people because they don't understand money. And they'll never do. And this is why we're in the current crisis. Me and Robert have been talking about we're shifting more from manufacturing into a service economy. And the bad thing about a service economy, I told to Bob, you have to be a bloody moron. If any natural disaster, financial disaster, and you're living on a fiat economy on credit, it's doomsday. It'll take 2 to 5 years to get out of it. And if you have a war, if you have a pandemic, if you have an insurgency, a communist insurgency, and people don't know what they're doing and they're running around. So does banks. They have no idea what they're doing. They should have been pushing the last 20 years on savings and not loans, not this weird, if you put it in our IRA account, your money will grow. No, they're using your money for other people. If they lose your money, they don't care. The feds will cover it. And we're scot-free, but we'll get 10% of the profit. No, it doesn't work like that. So a lot of these banks are like, uh-oh, it buck stops here and we're in trouble. All right? Even the governments know this. All right? We're heading down to a $3 trillion debt. And a lot of people don't understand what Uncle Alan's talking about. It's going to take us 2 to 5 years to get out. Okay? So this won't be getting better until year 2022. So you better have 5 income streams. Minimum 5 income streams. Okay, in case like Uncle Al and whatchamacallit, Antifa and Black Lives Matter and the Red Dragon killed 2 of my income streams. So I'm left with 3, and 3 doesn't hack it. It's like I go over to your house, I take out $21,000 out of your pocket. And if you don't have it, I'll beat you over the head until I get it. That's how bad it hit Uncle Al. Okay? Now, I'm okay until end of the year, and starting next year, I have to work 6 times harder and smarter than most of you boneheads out there. I have a weight you would not believe. That's why, okay, 4.5 hours of sleep, stress you would not believe. I've been dyeing my hair like hell, but you see the gray streaks. Okay, you guys have no idea what you're doing with your money. All right, we're in big trouble because you're working a service job day to day. We're not talking about vocational skill labor. We're talking about I change bed or wash the toilet, or I flip burgers at McDonald's kind of service economy. Okay, that's not going to hack it. So you better get education, you better get your mindset, or you're going to end up like a few people I know, and I always watch their channels. I call them the bitch and moan channels because they're always bitching and moaning things. Okay? Excuse me. They're always bitching and moaning stuff, you know. It'll be either this or that, and, you know, people will like it. They just listen and watch it. And they make stupid comments and stuff, and, you know, like I said, 2 plus 2 is 5. You're going to jail. Now, if you look at Jake Paul, he said, I'll explain everything. His lawyers are having a fit, and he's probably going for 4 to 5, 7, maybe 10 years into prison. And he's a pretty boy, so you know what's going to happen. Okay? Remember, financial issues. You better get your act together on financial. I tell my nephews, my grandnephews who's going to college, you take 2 years of financial issues. Uncle, they don't teach you that. They're teaching women's studies. Then don't go to that school, or Uncle Alan's going to that college and choke the hell out of those people. Okay? Now, a lot of people don't understand you need 2 years of computer work, 2 years of financial understandings. Nobody teaches any more home economics, so I gave up on that. If Uncle Alan was ever in politics, that's one of the areas I'm going to hit so hard is education. Education is totally ruined in America. All right? I would go to every school, every college, and go from top to bottom, find out what the hell is going on. And if I find out communism or collaboration or anything stupid like that, you don't teach the basic skills, I'm going to hang their ass to dry. Okay? So we got 2 years of financial education. Okay, number 9. This is going to kill a lot of people. Again, the Zimbabwe prepper. Well, I got this solar generator battery thing, and I'm really not set up for solar. I got this gizmo rig, and what do you mean, Uncle Alan, about a battery bank? Okay, a lot of people have no power. They think, I got a Generac. Well, what's it run on? Uh, from the natural gas. So what happens if you cut off your natural gas? And that they take a long time to think. This is why a lot of people's IQs, I think, are below 94, and that's getting towards the white helmet. Well, I can always use propane. I said, I look at it again. What happened? You don't have propane. And they keep looking at me like, Uncle Alan, you're being mean. No, I'm being realistic. Okay, stop being a Zimbabwe prepper. Okay, no power will kill a lot of people this winter. Okay, a lot of people like myself are using CPAP machines, and they're testing. Well, the battery's dead. Well, yeah, you left it on concrete. It just destroyed everything in the battery. I didn't know that. It's like, Lord, it's like I got a generator, but it made so much noise and you're using so much power that it caught on fire. You don't run a generator for 4 or 5 hours. Not that size, not that type. Okay, a lot of people don't know how to use them. A lot of people don't know what the hell's going on. Okay, if you're using home alternative power, you're supposed to have a battery bank. Think of a World War II submarine, a German one. They're on the surface, they're recharging the batteries, but they're using diesel engines to move the submarine, charge the batteries. And you wonder why Uncle Alan gets sick all the time and coughs all the time. That's much better. So no power is the main problem. And back to the submarine analogy, the batteries are charged, so if they have to, they could go underwater for long periods of time running off the batteries. They have one set to run the rest of the boat, another set to run the motors. Okay? Usually they have 2 battery banks. Those 2 battery banks have 2 subsection battery banks. So altogether, there's 4 battery banks. Okay? Because they can't burn candles and lights. Are we driving anywhere? No, they have electric lights. So, unless you know what you're doing, I always tell, go check out Reed's channel, Imagination, Magnify the Imagination. Okay? He's a whiz at that. Well, on other things, I may disagree with him, so we won't get to that. Also, he lives in New Mexico. The land of enchantment. That's what a lot of my nephews say, why don't you move to New Mexico? And I'm looking at them. Are you blank, 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 F word, C word, K word, N word, P word, C word, D word, F word, G word, H word. Let's see. I think I covered every language. Okay? A lot of cursing. Nobody likes to live in New Mexico. That's a place where old people die. Even the Indians who lived there didn't like living there. Okay? A lot of people don't understand. I know a lot of places. Oh, this makes a fine retreat, Uncle Alan. It snows for 5 months out of the year. And last time it snowed really bad, it was 60 feet. Oh, it isn't that bad. North Dakota's not that bad, Uncle Alan. Yeah, right. When I see sunshine and people in bikinis in July. No, first week of July. Since then, it's bitter cold. Nah, I don't think so. Okay? So anyway, no power. Get your act together. Know what you're doing. Understand that you need a generator, either solar cells or gas power, wind powered, whatever. and you need a place to store the electricity. One, solar doesn't work at night. Why? There's no sunlight. Okay, common sense right there, folks. That's why you have a battery bank. Okay, generators. Once you run out of fuel, you don't have any way to charge the batteries. Okay, so think about that. Think about that for a long time and go check out Reed's channel. Number 10, this is the most important thing. And a lot of people forget about this, and this is why a lot of kids, a lot of pets, and a lot of old people die because of this common stupidity. Number 10, keeping warm. Okay, a lot of you are first-time chicken raisers. A lot of you have first-time parents. A lot of you are first-time retirees and old people. This winter, staying warm without power, without commercial heat, you have to figure out ways to keep warm. That's either building a fire, all right, or wearing clothes. Those are only two options to keep warm, or be inside a well-insulated structure. But a lot of people don't understand that. And a lot of people are living in substructures that if we have to go back to the 1900s, you're going to die, or you're going to suffer for a long time until spring. So understand this. Stay warm. That's number 10. A lot of people don't understand this, and I know this is a long video. This is over an hour. I'm sorry about this, but these are the 10 reasons why you won't survive this winter from September 2020 until March 2021. A lot of preppers and a lot of survivalists and a lot of homesteaders have the Zimbabwe mentality. And if you think it's some kind of racist term, no, it isn't. All right, it's a stupidity term. It's people don't realizing what's going to happen to them. It's their first time gardening. It's their first time shooting a firearm. It's their first time self-defense. It's their first time driving a car. It's the first time they're having sex. You're supposed to have sex with a woman, not with the cow. Okay? Simple. All right? It's like, you know, no common sense, and Uncle Alan's tired and sick, and I have to put this out. I'm sorry it's this long, but this is a serious subject, and a lot of people, this is why 10 reasons why you won't survive this winter. You do all the singing and good thoughts and dancing around. You know, 3 areas I'm looking at that's going to suffer this year. That's Mexico City, New York City. All right. Now, LA is in the land of sunshine. Steve's always cracking me up. Oh, great the weather is. But every place else, not so hot. Okay? From, if you cut the United States right straight down from Texas and going towards east, it's a hell of a winter, and you got so little time to prepare. You got less than 3 weeks to prepare, and there's a lot of things that are coming up. And a lot of people are, Uncle Alan, we heard your 5 phases. We could survive that. Yeah, but I haven't told you the other 5 phases. First 5 phases, you're doing a really crappy ass job. And what are they? Number 1 phase, disease. You did a crappy job on that. Number 2, still doing a crappy job on that. That was natural disasters and weather. That was phase 2. A lot of you still don't get it. Number 3, starvation and economic warfare. You guys don't listen to Uncle Al, you're going to suffer. There are, 26 million people going hungry, and there's, 30 million people without a job? Who's laughing now? Ain't Uncle Alan. Uncle Alan's pissed as hell. Because why? You don't listen to him. You don't watch my videos. I've been sprouting this a year and a half. Okay? And we covered that. Number 3, starvation and economic warfare. And a lot of people, but I'm retired. I got a pension. No, you don't. The pension and Social Security systems and your savings run off of three things. And what was that? Oh, yeah, number 8. Didn't you say that, Uncle Al? Financial issues. Yeah, when the system goes kaput, you don't get Social Security. You don't get your pensions. You don't get your savings. I tell this to people, and they kind of look at me with this dumb blank stare. And I'm like, God. You know, read, folks. Read a real book. Not Google, not some kind of weird text device. A real solid book. Okay? A real book from a real author. Not some website, not YouTube, but a real book. Okay, this is a long one. I am very sorry this is long, but this is important. So, anyway, that's all I have to say. Sorry this took about 40 minutes, a little longer. So I'll catch you later.